Ooh, I think I took that side up a little too high. So as a grown woman in your 50s, you get to decide what is appropriate for you and what you feel comfortable with. If you're gonna wear long hair, you might be more comfortable wearing something in a darker, like less loud, maybe a little bit more quiet color. But if you're wearing something in a vibrant, loud color, you may feel like you wanna tone it down and you may not want to wear it as long. I was going to make today's hairstyle be an adaptation of the 2-strand twist crochet. Now this hair is crocheted in. I used regular beauty supply hair. It was not pre-twisted. I installed it using the crochet hook and twisted it while it was in my hair. So it gives me more flexibility about like where it's placed and what I can do with it. And I love the idea of thinking outside of the box with things that are traditional. So I worked for many years as a natural hairstylist. I worked with many, many women, some men. I worked with some recording artists and music videos. I actually used to do Brandy's hair, but there were a lot of little things that I learned along the way about just adapting. So with this hairstyle, with these 2-strand twists, I decided that I was going to just kind of cut it. And my experience with cutting braids, I do not like to just bluntly cut them. And because this hair is blonde, I don't like to like really burn it because it just, I don't know, I don't like the way that that looks with what I had in mind. So I decided to use my trusty eyebrow shaper because I feel like a razor cut on this hair works really nicely. So I'm just going to show you what I did. I had an idea of like about where I wanted it to be. So I would just take like these little sections and just, you know, kind of eyeball it and just kind of get after it. It takes a little bit of, you know, shaving it off to kind of get it where you want it. Ooh, I think I took that side up a little too high, but you know what? I cut those too short. So I'm going to do something else. I'm going to, I guess, adapt. Now, before I decided to do this bob, I was thinking about taking the twists I had in and just making them longer, like really long, and showing you guys how to do that. But since I made this faux pas, I'm going to make this a teachable moment about when it comes to adaptation. So these hairs that I cut off, I'm just going to lengthen just these ones in the front because I really did just cut it too short. So I'm just gonna like twist them back in. And once I twist them back in, I am waiting right now for my flat iron to heat up so that I can go ahead and just kind of flatten these out and make them nice and smooth. So yeah, I think now we should be about right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, oh, just to show you how I twist the hair back in, I just, you know, twist this down a little bit, take the hair that I had cut off too short and just twist it back in down to the end. And that is how you could make this floor length if you wanted to. So that is just another little tool to put in your toolbox that if you mess up, it's not like your own natural hair where, you know, once you cut it, it's gone. But you can kind of go back and correct this. I'm going to also pause this a second while I grab a pair of scissors to just kind of snip off some of those chunkier bits. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. This one, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab a couple things. I'm going to get a little mirror so that I don't make that mistake again. I'm gonna put a little mirror over here, and I'm going to just finish extending these ones that I cut too short. I'll be right back. So I just took the scissors and just the tiniest bits that didn't fit in the horizon, I just kind of trimmed those off. Because again, I didn't want it to be like a completely, like this much. I didn't want it to be like a completely blunt look. But it's close enough to like what I had envisioned. And this is the first time that I'm trying to do this way, because I have my comeuppance at Afrogenics. So like my go-tos are get you a lighter, burn that bad boy, and you know, like have it bent under, and that's a cute look too. But I like the softness of this look. Now, even if I was doing something where it had that like Senegalese bent underneath, like that West African bent underneath look that you used to default to, or actually seek out, it wasn't a default because that required some technique to it. But with twists, you weren't going to achieve that bent under look anyway. But I just love that this is an adaptation that I feel comfortable wearing. When I had the twist longer, like I did in the video prior to the last, I probably would wear that in a bun. I probably wouldn't go out like with the beach waves, just because I feel like that's just not me right now. Maybe if it was gray, I don't know. I tend to feel like I present my best when I'm in a look that's just, you know, little moderated. So this is just another little go-to that you can have in your arsenal. And I will probably do a little bit more with this too, like maybe see what happens when we put some rollers in it. So please subscribe to see what we do with them next. Give us a thumbs up, and if you have any comments, please leave them down below.